best way to start with dropshipping when you're on a budget is by using Instagram influencers. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact apps and services that I use to actually create these image ads and also to get in contact with these influencers. It's not as hard as you think. So let's get into it. So this video is going to be very short and to the point because I don't want to waste your time, and I think these videos are the ones who are best for you. Now, right before we're going to start, right now I'm posting every single day, so it would be awesome to get some interactions with you guys. So go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified when I actually put out a video. That will mean a lot to me, and that way we can grow the channel and I can keep putting up these videos. So as I just mentioned, I think you should go with Instagram, and especially Instagram influencers when you're starting out. Now, why? That's a couple of reasons. Number one, personally, first and foremost, I use Facebook. I love using Facebook. It's way more consistent, and it's better when you actually have a product going and a store going. It's just the absolute best. It's where you can make the most money, if you ask me. And it's just a consistent basis. Facebook is also more expensive, and especially also in the beginning when testing out, because you have no pixel, you have no data, you have to go there and really test cold and get something going. So Facebook's going to cost you way more money in the beginning, which is why I think you should go with Instagram influencers, because you have a fixed price, so you know exactly what you're going to pay, and you have done your due diligence right before you're going to pay, of course, and go with that ad, meaning that you have made sure that the influencer and the audience that influencer might have is the correct audience for the product you have been also doing your due diligence on to find. So it all comes down to doing your work and actually finding a product that's in demand, that's going good at the moment, and then finding a good enough Instagram influencer, or 2 to 3. I would recommend at least doing 2 shout-outs at once, that you know that they have a high engagement rate, their engagement is actually high quality, and they have a good pricing. I will talk a bit more about the method there. And then if those two combined all fits well, then you are most likely going to see some success. Specifically, let's get into the video. I'm going to jump on my phone here. I'm going to show you the 2 apps I'm talking about. Now, the apps is mainly one app, but the apps is for creating an image. And when you do Instagram influencing and you're on a budget, I actually recommend doing meme pages. I know a bunch of guys don't do that, but with an influencer that actually have a personal brand like an individual, their pricing are typically higher. And meme pages still works absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Really fun, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Absolutely great if you find a good enough one. So therefore, we would like to create a meme. So I'm going to show you an app, free app, where you can go in and create that pretty simple, and it works just great. After that, I want to show you something else. How can you actually get in touch with these influencers? Welcome to my phone, guys. So right now we are in the folder I just created, which includes the 2 apps I actually want to use. I'll just quickly mention that it was mainly one app, which is the memes app, as you can see at the left. But the Be Funky app is something that you want to use as well. That is simply for sending up a collage, or any app that has a collage feature, you can use that. So first and foremost, these apps here are super easy to find. Search up memes, it is the absolute first that comes around. Now, I'm not sure if this app or the other app, Be Funky, is available on Android devices, tablets, phones, whatever. I'm not quite sure. But so if there aren't, I'm pretty sure there are other apps and services out there that can do the exact same thing, because it's pretty it's a pretty straightforward app. So whatever product you have chosen on AliExpress, of course, there's also images there, but in this case, I'm just making an example of how you can actually use the apps itself. So this is more about the apps. So in terms of the product, I just have picked one, and since it's 2 days to Valentine's Day, I figured I want to pick the Rose Bear. If you don't know, the Rose Bear is pretty much every single year is doing high volumes in sales. It's always trending. It's a great product, So I figured, you know what, even though it's too late to dropship right now, this could be an ideal product to just make an example out of. So what I like to do in a meme is that instead of having like one big picture, you can have that sometimes, but a product like this, I like to have 4 pictures, because the more pictures, the better, right? That's just my state on it. So what I do here is I go in and I find 4 pictures. Now again, this is just to show you the apps, not that much about the product. So if there was actually a product that I were to dropship, I would pick the pictures more carefully. But right now, I just want to pick 4 different pictures. So first and foremost, I would like to pick a picture of this product where it's actually like a customer or a woman holding it, because this product is mainly for women. Of course, men buying this for women, for example, or women buy it for another woman, who knows. So I want an actual woman to hold the bear. It looks better. So what I've simply done, I've taken this picture, already saved it actually. We're gonna take this one as well. I want to save this as well. Just hold down and you're gonna click save. Let's go out here. Let us see. We're gonna pick some more. I actually think we want to pick mainly women who's holding this. This one here is an awesome picture as well. So that means we have 3 now, because I've already saved this one. So now we have 3. Let's pick one more. So all we do right now is we go to the app. So first and foremost, when you use the meme page, the meme app, you can pretty much only put one picture in at a time. So what I want to do is I want to create this collage, right? So let's go in here, collage maker, the absolute first one that comes up, plus. And we're simply just gonna pick the pictures. Let me see here. So what we wanna do, we're gonna take, yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Adjust them to make sure they fit perfect. I think this is pretty good dope. So we're gonna save it. Save it for the camera roll. Let me see here. Yeah, it should be saved now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into the memes page, we're gonna go to the plus down at the bottom of the screen, right? And now we can add an image, video, or GIF, right? So we're gonna go into photos. And here we have our saved image. See, this looks absolutely awesome. As you see right now, it's sharp edges. Let's see if we can go in and change this here. Adjust. Yeah, we got it here. Okay, so let's just save this to the camera roll. I like it. Tell me what you think. Okay, so now we have the images in there. And what I want to type now, I want to type something that's really going to intrigue both women and men. So I'm going to write, oh my god. Right now we got this text. So, oh my god, if someone gave me this for Valentine, I would literally melt. Good, and then all you do, you go to next. Right, we're gonna get these ads away, and just to show you how simple it actually is. And this, trust me guys, this converts very well on meme pages. So that right there, guys, is exactly how you can set up a ad image for a meme page. And that right there, it's as you can see, it's very simple, but it's also something that's very intriguing and something that just simply works. Now, what are you going to do now that you have actually created this image ad? Well, you're going to go out there, find your meme pages, your influencers, and actually put this image ad out there and make some sales. The OG method still works the best, if you ask me, which is simply just going directly to the influencer, because there's also a lot of these agencies who are going to take a portion of the money, and you can get screwed over. And since we are talking about influencers or meme pages that are around 50,000 to 500,000 followers, which is where you will be in terms of having like where you can actually play with your budget, you don't need these agencies or services. I would simply just go in and go straight to Instagram. So what you will do, I'm not going to show it right now. I'm going to show it in another video. I'm going to tell you real quick, because this video is mainly about how you can actually create these images. So what you're simply going to do is that this, for example, this is something that's perfect for meme pages for couples. Since it's up for Valentine's, so I would search for couple, and you'll find a good page, and then you can hit the narrow down, which gives you the suggestions of other pages that are look-alike. So you just can go through them all, and whenever you find what you will think is a pretty good looking page, maybe it have a couple 100,000 followers, you can see it's getting pretty good likes, right? Then what you're going to do is that you're going to go into flanks, which is right down below in the description.com, where you can put in the Instagram ad name. That way you can see the statistics of that page. And what you want to look for is the engagement rate. You want the engagement rate to be above 5% at least. And once you've checked that, well, that's great. Now then go back to the Instagram page and actually check the engagement, check the comment sections, and check if it's actually quality engagement, because it can also just be a lot of bots. I've talked about this in previous videos. Go ahead and check them out. But there can be a lot of bots, and that is not high quality. Then it doesn't mean anything that is above 5% engagement rate. So what I like to do, take a sample size of going to 10 of these accounts, check if there's actually real human beings who has an actual life and not a bot or something like that. And if everything checks out, well, perfect. Then all you have to do is contact the Instagram page. And real short, what you're simply gonna do is say, hey, what is the price for a story post or just a normal post? Figure that out. I'll go for a normal post. What is the price? They'll say, hey, it is $200 for 24 hours. Then what you're gonna say is that, okay, man, I'm actually on a budget right now. So if I calculate correctly, then you're gonna figure out the hourly rate. The hourly rate is this and that. Can I get 4 hours for X amount of dollars? This is why you have the playing cards, like you have the money. At the end of the day, they also want money. So this is why it's so important to keep your image ad ready, because then what you're simply gonna do is that, hey, I'll pay it right now. What is your PayPal? I'll send over the information right now. Where can I pay? So you're actually being very urgent, because it's gonna end up for them most of the time saying, you know what, heck. Yeah, sure, I'll get these $50 and it will only be up for 3 to 4 hours. The reason why I want to do this, first and foremost, you're going to save a lot of money instead of paying for 24 hours. But second, the most traffic when you do this is within those 3 to 5 hours anyways, right? So you don't need 24 hours. So this is simply what you're going to do. And then what I would prefer for you guys to do, if each influencer or meme page is not too expensive, is to pick 2 to 3 pages and do it at the same time, because you can never guarantee a page to succeed. So if you have 2 to 3 pages with the same ad post, maybe you want to create a different image ad just to test out. Now you're going to get a pretty good chance of making sales in. So that is my suggestion for you guys. These are the two apps that I would use as if I was you. They're super easy and great to use. This is also the exact Instagram influence marketing strategy I would use if I was in your position. So guys, I'm very appreciative that you're watching this video. All I'm asking in return is 1 millisecond of a like down below. That will mean absolutely anything. It costs you nothing and it will change a lot for me. Right down below as well, that is my full cost if you want to get that. But below that, even more importantly, you can work one-on-one with me if you think my old head is something that you want to work with, and if you want to actually kickstart your dropshipping business and actually want to be a full-time dropshipper. Get down below there, schedule a call with me. I will gladly talk with you and we can figure out maybe if we're going to work together or not. So guys, other than that, I want to say thank you very much for watching the video. I can't wait for you guys to watch the video tomorrow. Have a great day out there and go and be great.